Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I wasn't going to do a tutorial but I decided I was going to do it because I wanted to do the fairy house in pink. So this is I shared the die set yesterday, but I'll quickly show you today. So this is the die set I am planning to use. I've cut all my sections out. I'm going to keep it a little bit simple this time round compared to last time, and I've gone for less flowers. So I'm going to be making the Tatiana Tulip Enchanted Fairy House. Today I've done both versions and I have shared it in yesterday's video, so if you wanted to have a look at what I made, you can do. So I have decided to go for the colour pink because the project itself, I did the one in the coffee cream colour and I did one in ivory card with a bit of rose pink. So today's one I am going to make in the colours I'm using today is blushing pink with rose pink. I'm using some Kraft card, harvest gold, and I've cut the flowers out in blossom pink and ballet pink, and I'm using some patterned paper. And this patterned paper is from the Garden You Love collection from Crafter's Companion. So I didn't cut into it with the Verso die. I'm just going to use it as plain panels. So I've cut everything out. I've scored majority of the things. So I just wanted to sort of crack on and get it done. So you need, obviously the instructions are included in your die set. And it's, you know, you can either follow along or you can refer back to your instructions that are in the die set. So basically, to start with, if we do the base first, so you need two sections, and this is the, so obviously you've got two sides, but I'm just basically working with the dies on this side. So you need to cut out the hexagon, and you need to cut out two of those, which is what I've done. And then I've cut out the side panels. I've glued most of them on, but I'll show you what I've done, because I have sort of added some colour around the edges, and basically I've used Distress Oxide in worn lipstick, and all I've done is just go around the edges just like so, just to add just a bit of colour, and I haven't made it too dark, and I've just gone over the wood grain effect that is included in the die set. So all we are doing is just adding a bit of curve. You can use a bone folder for this if you wanted to, but I'm just doing it with my hand. It's quite straightforward, but just remember to burnish all your folds, and I'm using the the precision tool, the precision glider. So just fold back all your tabs, and I'm adding my panels on because there isn't too much of a curve to this, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I'm sticking my panels on beforehand. Normally I would stick, when there's curves, normally I would stick my panels on after, but I found it's not actually, it's not too bad doing it on this one, because it isn't like the bauble. I think the bauble was, you had to make sure the curves were done properly. Just going to quickly go over these. I don't think I burnished the score lines with my precision tool. Okay, so just going to stick this on, and I'm using my Nouveau Deluxe for this. And obviously with pearlescent card, you might find using red liner tape more handy, because you don't want to see the glue on this side. But what I would say with that is, for this panel it's not too bad because you've got the wood grain effect, so you don't notice it. So the margin around this is quite small, so you just need to make sure when you're gluing it down, just be very mindful to leave a slight border around your craft card or whatever card you choose to use, and then just press down with your fingers just to make sure everything is glued down. So while that one is drying, let's move on and do the panels. Right, bear with. So I find it easier to glue the panels on like this. So basically when you're looking at it, you've got your neat edge on the inside, and then we'll put another layer on. Just need a tiny bit of glue, and you just need to make sure you butt the lines up according to that hexagon. So basically each point meets like so. And what I also find is, if you just go over it with your precision tool, it helps your glue stick better, like so. So that's perfect. So we're just going to go all the way around. So then you should have something that looks like this on the bottom. So now what we're going to do is, where we have folded our tabs in, we're just going to apply some glue and then start sticking them down. Just make sure you bring it all. There, that's better. So we're just going to put some glue on the tabs. So you've got the rounded tabs, and then you've got these tiny little ones. They're basically spacers. So when I'm sticking these on, I just make sure it aligns at the top, like so, and glue your first one in. Make sure that one is secure and it's all level. And then once you've done that, work your way down. Okay, so here we have the base. What we'll do, we'll move on to the next. Oh, actually, before we move on to anywhere, let's glue the bottom on. So we're going to just apply some glue on the base. And then just make sure you pick the right side. And then just make sure everything is level. And then press down and glue. Perfect. So that's done. You can go in with your precision tool as well and just give it a good rub in the middle. Right, so that's done. Okay, so that's done. Now what we're going to do, actually, let's just move these tabs, fold them back, because we're going to attach it. It might actually help. So you're just applying glue on the inside of the tabs. You're just gonna make sure it levels, and then you just press it down. And we will come back to it shortly. Right, my hands are covered in glue. So the next part is this bit here. So what I've done, I've already burnished and stuck down majority of my panels. So we just have one more to stick down. And with this one, what I've done is just with my finger, I haven't used a bone folder or anything. I've just with my thumb, just given it a slight curve right at the bottom. So it kind of flicks out like so. Just going to apply some glue and stick this down. And you do sort of have some markings on this, so you kind of know where you need to place the mats and the layers. And that's basically stuck down perfectly, and all you're doing is just making sure that you fold all your tabs in, give it a score. Let's just do these ones quickly. Okay, so then what we are going to do, I found it easier to stick them on first. So just going to apply some glue onto these circle tabs. And again, just make sure you butt it up against your thumb. You'll feel the edge anyway. And then let's glue the next one. Right, so that's done. So what we are going to do is just to secure it, if I turn this over, what I'm going to do is put some glue around the edges and then just stick that in. And you've got both the hexagons. Sorry, I didn't tell you what I was doing. You've got 2 sizes in the hexagon, and this is for your top, and there's 2 sections of the top of the roof. So I'm just going to put this in. There we go. And then what we're going to do is stick another one on to here. I just want to double check something quickly. No, okay, no, that is the right one. I was just double checking, making sure that I haven't put the wrong piece on. So just going to glue another one on. Because there's another part to this, which, to be quite honest, I don't actually need to stick that on. So the next part is this. I'll come back to that section. So this is going to sit on top. So again, I've decorated mine. I've used Harvest Gold. And for this one, I'm not too fussed about using a bone folder. Let's just stick this one down. And again, when you're gluing this, just be mindful just to be under that score line. So it all aligns like so. I don't know if you can see that. It's just leaving a nice little border around the edge, basically. So with this one, I have got, I suppose we could use that one actually. Yeah, go on, we'll use that one. Just gonna apply some glue onto here. It's the same principle, just applying the glue and sticking it down. Okay, so that is now glued. So I just want to put, I've just cut another hexagon out of blushing pink. Just going to put this on top, like so. And it should be a perfect fit, which it is. And then just press down. It's going to get covered up anyway because I'm using the gold hexagon on top. So you've got that. So there's this smaller hexagon, and I don't know if you can see the embossed flower, which is really pretty. So I'm going to put that on top. Just make sure it lines up, leaving a nice even border around, all the way around. perfect. And then I'm going to apply glue on top of there. And then what I want to do is, I want to do it like, no, it's fine, I'll do it like that. I was going to alternate it, but I know I did alternate it with the last one, so I won't do that with this one. It's fine. Obviously, just be mindful not to press down like that, actually, because you might cause the paper to rip. So just be gentle and do it with your precision tool, your bone folder. There we go. So that makes the roof. Now what we need to do is do the rim that goes around, and basically with this you just need to score them. Are we scoring them? Let's think. No, we're just going to do the middle one and the glue tab one, and you'll see why in a second. So all we are doing is just applying glue to the glue tabs. Just make sure they butt up and are level. This is where you need to make sure everything butts up and is level, because it's going to be the rim that the base is going to then fit onto. Gosh, I've had 2 weeks off and it's been an absolute blast. Spent time at home crafting, and that was my time to rest because my job can be very hands-on and I am constantly on the go. So it's been nice to be able to relax. I did go and see family in London as well, which was really nice. My mum seems a lot better in herself. So yeah, all good, all good. Just gonna fold these in though. Should have done that first really, but didn't think. Okay, so what I found with this is if you put it on your base like so, let me just add the glue one to these and then it will be easier to show you what I mean. It's just something that I thought would be easier because so you put it on the base, and just obviously then you're sort of making sure it is perfect, and then glue. Looks like such a lovely day out there today as well. Just be mindful not to overdo it with the glue either, because you don't want to make your cardstock too soggy and then it doesn't stick. And be kind to your glue. Okay, so if you put this back on your base and apply glue to these bits, you'll see why in a minute. And then all you do is make sure it's level, and then all I'm going to do is just stick, oh, so she says, stick this on like so. And then remove it. And then you sort of know exactly where it needs to be because it's pushed right up against it. So just make sure you take it off the base and then press it down with your fingers. And then that's the flower part, or the tulip part, should we say, of it done. And then basically it just goes back in like so. Ooh. So she says there, like that, and that's what it looks like. So now we're going to move on to the next section. I apologize, I was hoping it wasn't going to take this long, but it's all good, it's all good. Right, the next section we're going to move on to, let me just give this a wipe. All the rolled off glue off my fingers ended up on here. Just make sure I rub off all the glue off my fingers too. Right, so the next bit is doing the step. Now let me bring in the cover so I can show you what I mean. So I don't know if you can see the 2 steps there. We're going to create that. And it's really simple to do. It's just literally 2 dies and it cuts out 2 pieces like so. I've decided to use the blushing pink pearlescent card, and I'm going to go for Harvest Gold bricks. But what I've done with the bricks is I don't want to pick it up just in case any bits fall out, because that's not what I want. But I'll show you that in a second. It's really straightforward. All you're doing is basically making a box, if you like, out of this. So you're going to apply glue to these tabs. One there, one there. Like, I'm putting so much glue on, you don't actually need that much glue, but hey ho. And then we are going to put glue on here as well, but that's going to tuck in, so I'm going to do that bit last. So actually it might not work doing it last, I might have to do it now. Just don't want to get glue all over, because I know I'm very clumsy with glue. Right, these all need to tuck in, and then that needs to tuck in. Basically makes it like a briefcase, if you like. But there is a very cool function to this. I don't know if you can notice, but there's a slight slant to it because that butts up against the fairy house. I was saying to someone earlier, this tulip fairy house, it reminds me of an aubergine. Oh, do you know what? Now I'm getting more ideas. I would love to do a purple one with rose gold. Not rose gold, harvest gold. But I would want to do it in amethyst purple. Now that does sound good. But if anyone decides to do one in amethyst and harvest gold, do let me know. Share your pictures on Facebook so I can come and have a look. So that's the first one. Perfect. And then you've got a smaller one. So again, just crease, fold all your score lines, and it's exactly the same thing again. All we are going to do is where the slant is, which is here, just holding it down. So then all we are going to do is basically glue it together like so. Let me just apply some glue onto here. Because it's going to be at a slant, you see. So you just hold them together and just make sure they butt up right to the edge. And just make sure you hold it down, because I'm using pearlesant card, obviously it's a bit more, it's going to take just that tad longer. Okay, so that is the stairs, and basically, let me just take this off for a second. You just find the side that's appealing to you, and I think this is the side that appeals to me, and you just basically glue that on. And it's really important that you glue that on now and don't do the door yet, because the last thing you want to do is put the door on and then realize you forgot your steps. So just make sure you butt it up. And it's basically, can you see how it curves round? Well, I say curve, but you know what I mean. It kind of goes with the shape of that bottom section. So just make sure. And if you need to, put it down and press against it like that, so you know it's level. That's another way of checking. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so that's our step. So this is what I meant about the brick. I cut it through, but I wanted it to stay like this, so you can then obviously see all your bricks. And I'm just going to carefully place this on here. It's going to be a very bougie tulip house. Just want to make sure that they are not the same. better. And then I'm going to do the same again. For this part. Right, just need to make sure it's not the same. Just going to place that on there, making sure it aligns with the rest of the steps, which it does. Press down. Perfect. And then the next one is going to go this way. And then just make sure it lines up. Where I have glue C pages as well, I just basically wipe it away. So there we have the steps, and I just think it gives it such a cool look. Like, I know it's I'm calling it bougie, but I think when you leave the bricks in, doesn't it just look so glamorous? Right, enough about glamorous. So next thing is we need to put the door in. Now I'm getting glue everywhere. There we go. So the door, got so many different colours. Right, so you've got two sections. This is the roof part of it. So basically you need to cut two of these. Fold your tabs in. I think there's only one tab. And then just glue that in. So you're going to do two of these, and you're basically going to tuck them into each other. Getting that much glue on my fingers. Just hold it with the tweezers. Yep, so you're going to do that with this as well. Is apply glue onto this one, and then apply glue on the inside of this one, and then I'm going to basically tuck this in. So it basically tucks in, so you have a neat, so it looks neat from every angle. Just going to hold that. Like so, and then that basically attaches. So you need to cut out the door, the one that has the door frame on it. So you're just gonna attach one side of it to this. So basically just make sure it butts up right up against the corners of the triangle. like so. So that's that. So we're going to have a green door because I cut it in gold, and then I thought I can't then use my gold door handles and things like that. So I'm going to use this to cover it. But at this point you also need your hinge. So just make sure you give that a good fold. Apply some glue. And then just glue that down. And then I'm just going to basically, so this is probably what's going to take a little bit of time, because I am attaching mirror card to pearlesant card. So this might take a little bit longer. But I'm going to allow that a second to stick. While it's doing its thing, we've got the door knocker, got the doorknob, and we've got the hinges. So what I want to do is apply glue. That's my first one on. Okay, so the next one. Stick that on there. Like so. Then we have the door knocker. Going to attach that onto here. You could go a little bit higher actually, but stick that down. And then we've got the doorknob. Just going to put a blob on here. Okay, that was a bit too big blob, but it will do. I'm not gonna wipe it away though right now, because I'll probably smudge it and it will end up going everywhere. So that's the door. It's cute. Right, so then what we need to do is I'm gonna put the brown bit on there, I think, because I want the pink to go inside. So I'm adding quite a lot of layers onto this, so just need to be mindful. And then once you've stuck that down, I'm going to stick it onto here, and we're going to stick that down. So now I'm just going to apply glue on the inside of this hinge. Doors facing the right way. Yep. Okay. Pressing that down. Honestly, I'm getting glue everywhere today. So press that down. Right, then we just need to basically glue this on. Make sure you centralize it and then stick that down. That looks central to me. Stick that down. And then I'm just going to apply glue to here. And then I'm just going to stick that in there. So that's that done. So now we're just basically working on this section really. So what I want to do is stick my windows on. I've done 2 round windows with the love hearts and 2 in the arch one, and basically need to work out where I'm putting these. So I think I'm going to have that window there. So if I have that one there, like so. And then stick this one on the other side, making sure that it's level. Make sure it's in the middle. Perfect. And then glue these ones on. They're going to go a little bit higher because we're going to put our flowers and things. Next one. So with the flowers, I've actually already stuck my flowers together and I've put some gems in it just to kind of, because I knew it was gonna it was going to take a lot of time. So just make sure it's level, which mine are. Perfect. So now it is literally a case of, I've cut out some ivy and I've done it in fresh mint. Fresh mint? Yes, fresh mint and fern green. So you can chop them up. You don't have to have them this long, but I thought it'd look nice. So I'm going to just kind of glue some down, and what might be a good idea is at this point to actually not touch the glue. Looks good. And then I've got the butterflies that I need to stick on. So let's stick one near the roses, one there. Definitely want one of the larger ones on the roof. Somewhere there maybe. Yeah, that will do. Then I've got two more. Let's put a large one somewhere maybe here on the rose. Yeah, that will do. And then one last butterfly. Where can we stick this one? I'll stick one up here. Just there. That will do. Perfect. So then, two more things to do and then it is complete. So I've cut the, I've noticed quite a lot of people have stuck them against the house, which actually looks really nice, but I'm going to stick mine as I did with my last one. I'm going to stick it just going to wait for that glue. Again, pearlescent card takes a little bit longer. And then all I'm going to do is apply a very thin line of glue on here and then just basically stick that on underneath here. But in order to do that, I need to stick it like so. Just quickly press down. And then the last thing is just to put the sign, because what I noticed was I didn't put one of these on my other one. And the other thing I realized as well is the mushroom house I put the hinge on the wrong way round, got a bit carried away and put it on the wrong way round. Hopefully, is that stuck? Yes. So then I think I'm going to stick this on there. Oh. Yep, perfect. So that is my wonderful Tatiana Tulip Enchanted Fairy House. So, to give you a quick look around, make sure that's stuck down. It is. So just to give you a quick look around, I can see a bit of glue stuck on there. So let's have a quick look around. So we have the flowers on here, and then we have our door which opens. We have more flowers on this side. We have our lovely beautiful roof. If we just take the roof off, we've got our windows on both sides. Very girly, very shabby chicy. Obviously I have added some worn lipstick, distress oxide on like around the edges and stuff. It's not too in your face, but I think I'm quite happy with that. I think it looks really cool. So thank you so much. Like I said, originally I wasn't planning to speed it up, but I think there are some sections that I need to because of my issues with the glue. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you will make some yourself. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Comment if there's anything I can help with, and obviously just shout. And yeah, hopefully it won't be too long until the next one. So look after yourselves, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day if you are, if you do have a bank holiday where you are, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Thank you and take care, guys. Bye.